Hello, good afternoon. It's the 2nd of February and it is 2:45 in the afternoon. Guess what? I've actually managed to get out for a bike ride. I went out with Gordon and I wanted to talk a little bit about trying to get yourself to do things. I've had this bit of a cold last week and I got into a bit of a situation where I lost my mojo. Going to the gym as well, really. I didn't go to the gym hardly at all last week. I think I wasn't feeling that good anyway. I did go twice and I did intend to go again on the Friday, but I changed my mind and I haven't been for a ride. Yesterday, Sunday, was actually really nice weather. It was dry most of the day and I could have ridden then, but I didn't. I changed my mind again, just made an excuse not to go. So excuses all the time. And I was watching a video last week it was yesterday on YouTube, and it was really good. And it was just saying on there, I think I mentioned this on my last video. One of the most important things to do in life to keep yourself flexible and to keep yourself fit and to keep yourself motivated. And especially actually when you get a bit older, the main thing is just move, to get out there and do something. So many of us don't do anything at all. We just sit at home. And I have been guilty of that recently. So back to the motivation to try and get yourself to do things. I used to go to the gym with someone else in the mornings. I'd pick her up en route to the gym from home. And on many occasions, I wouldn't feel like going, but because I'd committed myself to taking this person to the gym the next day, I'd still go. And I'd quite often pick the person up and they'd get into the vehicle and they'd say to me, I really didn't feel like going today. But I thought, I won't let you down, I'll still go. And I'd often say to that person, yeah, that's how I felt this morning. So both of us really not wanting to go. And if we hadn't been accountable to the other person, we wouldn't have gone. But because the accountability is there, then you go. Today was a prime example. Gordon, a friend of mine, who you've seen on my rides on videos, he rang up and said, oh, what are you up to? And I think he was half wanting to go for a ride. So as we spoke, I said, oh, it's dry this morning. I've just got back from the gym. I've had breakfast, done a couple of jobs. I'm thinking of going to the gym. What do you reckon? Oh, yeah, that'll be a good idea. Maybe this afternoon. I said, no, this morning, because this afternoon is supposed to be wet. Well, in actual fact, it's, as I said, it's 2:45, 10 to 3 now, and it's still dry outside. Long story short, we both went out. He came over here and we only did a 10-mile ride. It was bloody cold outside, but of course, once you start riding, you feel better. You warm up. And I did 10.2 miles or something like that. About an hour in the saddle, I reckon. Maybe less. I don't know. God, I feel so much better. I keep saying this and I keep preaching on to other people that this is what we should do. But I don't do it myself sometimes. And it's really frustrating that me, Mr. Motivator sometimes, other people listen to me and yet I don't do it myself. 10.13 miles, nearly 1,000 foot of elevation. Yeah, I was in the saddle for just over an hour. Well, that's not bad because I was in the gym this morning as well. I'm happy with that. That's really good. Tomorrow's weather, let's just check as I'm on the laptop here at the same time. I've just been looking at some other stuff. I use a weather app called XC, which is pretty good. It's free. It's like all apps, you can pay and subscribe and then you get more information, but this is pretty detailed. I like it. Talking about subscribe and like my channel if you can. When you watch the video, just press the like button and subscribe. Subscribe doesn't cost you anything. People think of subscriptions, oh, I've got to pay for something. No, all it is, it subscribes to my channel, meaning that if you want notifications when I post another video, it'll pop up to remind you, and when you go into your YouTube you can see that I've put another video on. That's all it is. It's not a paid subscription, and it's not something that tricks you into having to pay at a later date. So it's nothing like that at all. So I've got 66 subscribers at the moment. I'd like to have more. It's not the most important thing to me, but it would be nice. And the likes on each video, of course. I must admit, I quite often watch a video and I forget to like it as well. And the person I'm watching asks the same question: could you like, could you subscribe to me? And I also forget. Okay, weather. Yeah, we've got rain coming in around 5 o'clock, so that'll be coming in soon. And tomorrow it's actually looking dry and it's not too windy. So tomorrow I will maybe go to the gym in the morning, definitely do some work, do some cleans, get some cleans done, window cleans, and I will go out tomorrow afternoon. I'd like to get in 100 miles this week. I've done 10, that leaves 90. It's realistic. Looking at the weather, it's looking a lot drier than it was originally predicted. We've got lots of southeasterlies coming in, and that generally gives us drier weather. Living down in Cornwall, we get the westerlies coming, we get all the bad weather coming off the Atlantic, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, fingers crossed. Sunrise is beginning to become earlier and earlier each day, so that's lovely. Sunset, we've got now today 17:11, and by Sunday 17:20. So yeah, we're gaining a few minutes each week. Doesn't sound a lot, but it all helps, of course. What else can we talk about? Don't know, really. Not sure what else to say to you. I'm feeling good. Got over this cold. It's funny, isn't it? You have a cold and you never know whether or not, because you're quite fit and you look after yourself, would it have been a worse cold? Would it have stayed with me longer if I'm not fit, don't look after myself and eat decent food? You never know, really. But I do feel good. I, as I say, just went out with Gordon on the bike, and although I wasn't pushing myself that much, because Gordon is, no disrespect to Gordon, but he's a lot slower than me, and he's put some weight on too, so he's not really that fit at the moment. But I want to try and help him to get fit. But the same story with him, is the motivation, trying to get out and do the miles. And as soon as he's done it, he says, like anyone else does, yeah, I really enjoyed that. I've had one ride, only one ride, where I've got back and I've said to Ushi, my other half, I wish I hadn't gone out. I was absolutely soaked. And it's the ride that I posted on 2 or 3 videos ago from this one, about my socks that weren't waterproof. They seemed to be waterproof from the inside out, if that makes sense. They kept the water in. And I was talking to a friend, I was in a pub the other day, or a drinking buddy, and I was telling him this story. I said, the bloody socks, they let the water in, but didn't let the water out. They held the water. And he said to me, well, maybe you had the socks inside out. So maybe they worked the other way around. Well, they weren't inside out, but maybe you meant to wear them that way around. I don't think that's true. Right, what else have I been watching? I've been watching Jo Good. She has a radio show late on a Friday night and a Saturday night. I don't listen to it when it's live, but I listen to it on the catch-up on BBC. But I look at her videos and they're really good fun. She's a lovely lady. She's really good. She's just turned 71, but you wouldn't think so to look at her. She's amazing. She's full of life, good fun, lives in London, and yeah, just inspiring, and it makes you smile. It's nice to be watching something that makes you feel good, because there's so much doom and gloom out there in the news, as you know. I tend to try not to look at the news. I know it's not good, because you need to be up to date with stuff when people talk to you about topical things. But quite frankly, there's so much misery going on. I'm reading a great book at the moment, a really good book. In fact, I'm reading 2 good books. I'm reading one, Sir Anthony Hopkins. It's his memoir, he calls it, and that is a cracking book. That book's upstairs. I'll read that when I go to bed, get a few pages in, enjoying that immensely. And I'm also enjoying this book by Sir Chris Hoy. That is worth a read. Obviously, I wouldn't say obviously, but you may know that he's going through the cancer, the prostate cancer. It was more than just prostate cancer, and he's on treatment. And he was given only 4 years, 2 to 4 years, a couple of years ago to live. And how his mind and how he is with regards to still doing stuff, still enjoying life. Yeah, that's hanging over him all the time. But it's an amazing thing. And I watched the Sigma Sports Cafe ride on YouTube. You need to watch that. And it's Matt Stevens is riding with Chris Hoy, and then they have the cafe ride. So they sit in the cafe. Watch that video. It is amazing. It's Sigma Sports Cafe Ride. Just look it up. You'll see loads of different Sigma Sport Cafe rides with Matt Stevens. He's great to watch. He's really fun. He really lifts you, and he's out with Chris Hoy, and they have a good old heart-to-heart chat in the cafe, and it really, really gets you here, and it's emotional, but it's also very inspirational. Well worth the watch. So, if you've got an hour, I think it's about 45, 50 minutes to spare, or just make that time. Sit down and watch it. Watch it on your TV, on your laptop, or whatever. But it's very, very good. Right, that's it from me. I didn't video the ride today because it's just the same old ride. I'm trying to find new things to video. I thought I'd just have a little chat with you today. And hopefully I will video a ride tomorrow after my morning of a bit of work and maybe the gym, see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Be happy, stay safe, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.